my opinion, these are the most simplest type beats you can make out there in terms of, complexity, I guess you could say. The hi-hats aren't very complicated, snares aren't very complicated, and in my opinion, the 808s aren't even complicated either, as long as you have them in key, of course. Alright, so for the hi-hats, the hi-hats are very simple in these type of beats. It's nothing like really complicated. At least don't try to make it complicated or too complicated, because then that's when you start overdoing it. Alright, so for the snares aren't very complicated. You can actually keep them very simple. You could either do this, which is very simple. You could just keep it like that if you really want to. But for me, I usually just try and go for something a little bit more complicated, but still on the simple side. So for the 808s, I kept it very simple and spaced out. For these type of shits, you just try and keep it simple. You don't try and do too much. Also, another thing I feel like I have to point out is actually keeping these shits on key. So I feel like a good tip for keeping the 808s on key is putting up the 808s by octave and listening to it by ear. I learned how to get my 808s on key by just listening by ear. In my opinion, it's not something hard to pick up on. I feel like you just gotta train your ear to actually hear it. Also, another thing, sometimes keeping your 808s on key doesn't have to even do with the 808. Sometimes it has to do with the sample. So my channel pitch, I have it on -35, and the reason why I do is because the sample happens to be Detune. The way you could check for this, actually, you could just use auto key. I don't know if any of you actually have auto key, but that's what I use. So as you can see right now, it says 440, but if I take off the channel pitch, it'll say something different. So as you can see, it says like 448, 449. So to calculate this, you can actually just go to the master pitch and just type in, oh wait, I already had it typed in, but 449. And you should see on the left, it will say +35. And then you calculate that. And if this makes sense, you kind of subtract it. So you go to the sample and then you subtract it by 35. Oh shit, 35. So now it should just sound regular. So basically that's how you make a Powr Trav type beat. These beats are very, not too complicated. I feel like it's actually beginner level in my opinion. If you ever plan on making drill beats, if you into like that Shawny Binladen sound, you could try this. Feel me? As long as you have the right sounds, this shit will sound perfect. I'm telling you. But if you need